Hey, Chad here with Speed Addicts, the fastest growing gear site on the web, and today we're going to uncrate the LS2 Drifter. What's up, Speed Addicts family? We got another new helmet here from LS2, but before we jump in, do us both a favor and subscribe to the Speed Addicts channel. That way you don't miss out on any of the latest gear reviews we're cooking up for you. We're always getting first look, just like we did today here on this Drifter. You're going to hear it here first. Subscribe, don't miss out. Also, if you would like to purchase one of these Drifter helmets that we're going to talk about in the video today, we make it real easy. There is a link in the description below that will take you right over to our beautiful website, speedaddicts.com, where you can buy a Drifter. You can shop for any other parts or gear you would like to. We appreciate your support. Okay, LS2, they're cooking up a bunch of new models. They're coming fast and furious this year. They're replacing a lot of their older helmets that were ECE 2205. That is the older safety homologation out of Europe. The new helmets, all at that new safety standard, hopefully most of them. This one, ECE 2206, which is a stricter safety regimen, more tests involved, bringing you a safer helmet than the previous test, that 2205. But I'm getting in front of myself. First, let's talk about what the Drifter is. This is technically it is a 3/4 face with a muzzle on it. This clips off. I'm going to show you that in a minute. But understand, this is not a traditional full face helmet. This is just for wind and debris. It is not crash protection. You'll see when I take it off. There's a lot of helmets out here. We call this the muzzle category, muzzle segment. It's a muzzle helmet. It looks cool, but not the crash protection. Very popular helmets. This one is pretty aggressive in the styling. You're definitely going for like Master Splinter, a Power Rangers villain, something aggressive maybe from the future. The peak does come off, so this detaches. If you want to run it without it, kind of gives you a different look. The visor is more of a shade, okay, and it's got a 3-step detent in it, pretty cool. You also get the smoke one in the box as well. Price tag, they're coming in and beating everyone on price, the competitors in this kind of variant, this type of helmet, the muzzle helmet, like I said before. They're undercutting everyone and coming in at $169. That's how LS2 rolls. They're going to beat everybody on price, but try to deliver kind of the same or better product. That's what the Drifter's doing here. $169 to $179. I think they charge a few dollars more for maybe some of the graphics. Okay, let's talk about the shell construction. LS2 is using their kinetic polymer alloy. Yes, KPA. It is a mouthful, but it's pretty cool material. It's somewhere in between a polycarbonate shell and a composite or fiberglass shell. Polycarbonate is what they're starting out with here. They take that polymer, they dissolve the aramid fibers right into the polymer. So it's kind of nanotechnology that is going to give them more tunability. It's going to allow better puncture protection than your traditional polycarb helmet, but maintain that low coefficient of friction as it slides. That's one thing that polycarbonate helmets have over composite, is that they slide really nice on asphalt. So they're using that KPA material, proprietary LS2 product. It's going to weigh right around 3 pounds, so relatively lightweight, as it should be for having kind of a muzzle instead of a traditional chin bar that is structural. Where we talked about those safety homologations, of course, is DOT as well as the ECE 2206. Intermediate oval head shape, 2 shell sizes, extra small through 2XL. The larger heads are left out of the game here. They're not doing 3XLs at this point, and just those 2 shell sizes. So sizing may vary. We recommend going because of the only having 2 shell sizes, so you might need to make adjustments in the cheek pad or try a different size. Generally speaking, it runs true, and you should start by going with that LS2 sizing chart at speedaddicts.com. Remember, buy your helmets at Speed Addicts. Get no cost returns. We understand you don't always get the fitment right the first time. We make it real easy and actually free. We don't nickel and dime you like those other guys in case you have to send it back, exchange it, return it. Whatever you need to do, you'll get a free return label with Speed Addicts. All you got to do is live in the lower 48 states and make sure to take care of the product, return it in the shape it showed up to you in. You'll be dialed in. We'll treat you like family. On to the ventilation system. We've got cheese graters. Look at those. Pretty cool. Little kind of switches. I don't like little tiny switches, but you'll find them. Okay, there we go. We got little switches, and then on the back, we have exhaust. Now, I don't need some sort of super complicated or well thought out ventilation system in a helmet like this, because you have lots of ventilation up on the front, and if it's really hot out, again, this is not crash protection, you want more air, you're gonna take the muzzle off. So let's switch this off real quick. Or kind of quick. There it is. So now you have a 3/4 helmet. Again, you can take the peak off if you want to as well. So now you're getting plenty of airflow, not an issue at all. There's your muzzle. And like I said, this is kind of this is a rubberized, somewhere in between, it's like a TPU between a plastic and a rubber. It's flexible. It does have some padding and some neoprene on the inside, and it's gonna keep the wind and any sort of rocks or bugs off your face, but not a crash off your face. Okay, here is your visor. This is going to be UV blocking, anti-scratch, and you're just gonna pop it up into here. It's got 3 settings. I like that. It's got a nice smooth action. And not only are you gonna get the clear in the box, but you're also gonna get the dark smoke. That's something that a lot of the other manufacturers neglect. They make you go purchase the clear on your own, and folks don't like that because they wanna be able to wear their helmet at night and protect their eyes from road debris. So LS2 is just giving you that. Definitely something they have up on the competition. The peak, let's take this off and kind of show you what it looks like without the peak so you can get the full picture here. Oh, it should be relatively fast. Here we go. There we are. Okay. This comes with caps in the box. I don't have them here. I just wanted to kind of give you, or plugs rather, kind of like rubber plugs that go in these holes. But just so you can get the idea of what it looks like without that peak on, let's put the muzzle back in place. Whoops, I missed the mark. There we are. There is the Drifter Sans Peak. Kind of a cool look. Reminds you of some other helmets on the market maybe that probably cost closer to $300. Just saying. Okay, let's flip this over and check out the interior of the Drifter. They're using their Micrometic adjustment here. They don't have the cool kind of magnetic tab on this one. They just have the pull tab that's going to allow you to ratchet right out of this helmet. I'm going to remove the muzzle one more time so we can get in here and look at this helmet. Now, it is early days on the Drifter, so they're not exactly talking about it yet, but I can tell from the construction that this is going to accept their one of their new comm units that's coming out soon. They're going to be made by Cardo. I'm not sure what LS2 is going to call them. They may or may not include Cardo in the title, but we will update this description later when that integrated comm system solution comes out. Now, the integrated comm solution is going to be stealth, like you can't see it from the outside. They have a pocket in here. Let's remove the cheek pads and kind of show you what I'm talking about. So we're gonna pop these out of the way. There you go, that's your Drifter cheek pad. Nothing too special. Let's remove this one. Now, first up, we have speaker pockets. They're enormous. You could fit 45-inch or 45 millimeter speaker in there, no problem. You got a Cardo black, whatever you want to run. If you're going to run a universal kit, you're going to have to contend with some of this work here. I'm not quite sure. You probably get the adhesive mount. You might want to put it further back, to be honest with you. If you're not going to use the integrated solution from LS2, you're going to have to kind of work here because you got this grill work and you got this little lip. Actually, you know what? You can definitely get a clamp style universal kit on here, or if you go adhesive, you're gonna have to move it further back. But the clamp style shouldn't be a problem. There's not a slider or anything for your visor, so you're in good shape. Now, if you wanna use the integrated version, there's the pocket for the battery right here, so I know that that's coming soon, even though they're not advertising it at this point, but keep a lookout for that. Let's pull out this comfort liner and show you what's going on behind the work. You can't really see the ducting or ports because they got this mesh glued to it. Oops, let's see, will it come out? It's stuck in there. But suffice to say, they are there. You're gonna get a little bit of airflow through the top of this helmet. And they used a brow snap. Let's see if we can get this out on the comfort liner. All right, we got the comfort liner out. It was extremely tight around the brow vents. These snaps are really in there from the factory. You're gonna have to pull on them quite hard and carefully. Don't break anything, but you will get them out if you just work slowly. On the back, you got your typical snaps at the base of your head, and that is the comfort liner. Moisture wicking, washable, removable, just like the cheek pads, and that does it. That is the Drifter, folks. Okay, so my take, I think the styling is a little aggressive, a little futuristic, but if you get past that, sub $200, you're getting a helmet that is comm system compatible. You're getting both the clear shield, the smoke shield. You're getting the new ECE 2206 safety standards or homologation here, and you're getting a pretty sweet looking helmet. Even though it is from the future, it is cool. Multiple colorways available, and that about does it. If you've got questions I didn't answer, rider support is standing by at speedaddicts.com, where you can always talk to a human over the live chat, phones, or emails. If you get a drifter, let your fellow riders know how you like it in the comment section below, and we will see you next time to find out what's in the crate.